Hello, Mickey.
Hello, Leonie.
It's so good to see you. I'm really excited to talk to you about our upcoming event at Rowe Center on October 26th to 28th, looking at reweaving our human fabric, working together to create a nonviolent future.
Yeah, I am excited too and looking forward to going back to Rowe, to the environment that makes it so easy to weave community and build a future together.
Yes, it'll be my first visit at Rowe, and I'm looking forward to joining you for this event. So let's get into the questions. So the first question I have is, why do you feel so passionately about nonviolence as a response to the times that we are living in?
Because I am seeing nonviolence as the most important invention of the last while, the modern version of nonviolence. Nonviolence used to be the way that humans lived in general until patriarchy started some 7,000 years ago, and we've been trying control and separation and thinking that we're better than nature for a very long time. I don't see a way in which patriarchal methods will undo the damage of patriarchy. So nonviolence is an integrative way to transform everything and recreate on a more conscious and new and integrated plane, a way for humans to live in collaboration with all the rest of life and with each other.
And you talk a lot about systemic change. Can you say more about why you call for that?
Yes, for as long as the systems work on separation, scarcity, control, competition, powerlessness, for anyone within those systems to act differently requires being a saint, and it doesn't go very far. We can't all be saints, and even those of us who manage somehow to transcend everything that is there, our sphere of influence is very small. We're not changing the rules of the game. It's time to change the rules of the game so that just everybody getting up, doing their things will be a contribution rather than a path of destruction.
And so what can individuals do starting now to support a nonviolent future?
So there are several things that individuals can do. The very first one is to get clear on their vision, on their sense of what's possible. Build a purpose in relation to that, get clear on what their values are, and in every moment try to live in a way that aligns with that vision and purpose and values as much as possible. This is not going to change the world, but it's going to increase our capacity when we do this to respond to situations. Second, within whatever sphere of influence we have, to bring about as much transformation, as much radical transformation, as much practical transformation as we can within our sphere of influence. Third, to increase our sphere of influence strategically and find others to work with so that we can find the path towards systemic change. Because although many of us know that we need systemic change, none of us yet know how to create it. So if we start from where we are and we build outward, sooner or later we will find others and build networks that are larger, that allow for creating alternatives that will make it clear for everyone that the old paradigm is not working, and hopefully in an entirely nonviolent way embrace a new way collectively.
And what are 3 things that you anticipate people will take away from the Reweaving workshop?
The first thing is just what we said, is very practical steps to apply in their lives, because it's not just in your personal life. If you're in a workplace, then what can you do to create a collaborative organization that is needs-based and not profit-based or control-based? The second thing is a method for making sense of the world and seeing possibilities, where the dominant narrative is what is called Tina. There is no alternative. So this is a way to see there is an alternative at all levels, from the most intimate internal personal to the largest way of organizing the world, about which I have a draft model that didn't get accepted for an international competition but still exists of how we can collectively govern our entire world without command and control. And the third thing is the possibility of building communities of support. I'm hoping that people will leave with relationships with each other that they can sustain, that will make their work to create transformation more doable within the world as it is.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful. This workshop, it will present not only a lot of rich information, but also really practical information so that people can take action
Yeah.
themselves and in communities moving forward, it sounds like.
Yeah, and it's going to be highly interactive with lots of practice and exercise and personal work and group work. So I'm looking forward to a lot of fun, especially with you assisting me.
Mm.
Thank you.
Me too. So thank you again, Mickey. We look forward to seeing anybody join us again October 26th to 28th at Rowe Center for Reweaving Our Human Fabric, working together to create a nonviolent future.
Bye, Leonie.
Bye-bye.